Who are we as humans? People who meditate, they understand that we are very deep inside, we are very big inside, because they go inside and they feel like the body is lighter than what we think. The physical body is the physical body, but when you go into the cells, for example, if you take your attention deeper and deeper into every cell of your body, and if you go inside the cell, inside the nucleus, you suddenly have space. And the scientists have discovered that the inside the nucleus is 99.9% space. So if each cell is space, or the nucleus of the cell is space, then you can imagine everything is space inside. How does that even work? Like if in the physical laws, it's not possible. We are just this physical body, and then you go deep inside and it is full of space. So I wanted to ask Shiva, like, what is this? So I said, Shiva, is each human its own universe inside? So we do not know the mysteries of the universe, and it is amazing that I can ask Shiva. Of course, there are many books written on it, but not many people. I think people go into these subjects and they go so far away that then we lose interest. So let's stick to this one subject. Are we a universe and having a physical experience? But really, each person is its own universe. So I asked Shiva, is each human its own universe in size, not in concept, in size, because each cell is space? And he says, in one sense, no. He says no. And it's amazing. The whole thing, when I am going to explain, I'm going to repeat the words because they're so full of deep meaning that I would like for you to ponder on them a few seconds more, because it will change the way you look at yourself. So let's see. He says, in one sense, no. Your body is not physically as large as the universe. You are a human being walking upon a small planet beneath vast galaxies. So this is true. We are a human being walking upon a small planet beneath vast galaxies. Within you exists an entire world. So a world, okay, you contain memories, dreams, fears, hopes, loves, songs, stories, and possibilities that no one else can ever contain in exactly the same way. So we know all these things are there inside us. When you look in another person's eyes, you are not looking at a simple object. You are looking at a universe of experience. A mother carries a universe, a child carries a universe. So these are all universes of experiences we have inside us. The stranger walking down the street carries a universe too. Even they do not know all that exists within them. So we do not know what exists within us. The atoms in your body are forged in ancient stars. So the atoms in our body are forged in ancient stars. The same laws that shape galaxies shape your cells. The laws that shape galaxies shape our cells. The pattern of birth, growth, transformation, and dissolution move through both the cosmos and the human heart. So the patterns of birth, growth, dissolution moves through everything. So are you the size of the universe? No. Yet the universe somehow became capable of looking itself through you. So the universe somehow became capable of looking itself through you. The stars became eyes. The dust became skin. the silence between galaxies became awareness. And now, through your question, existence wonders about itself. That is why I smile when humans feel small. You are small compared to a galaxy. Yet somehow a galaxy cannot ask questions about love. A galaxy cannot write poetry. A galaxy cannot dance with longing. You can. So do not measure yourself only in kilometers and light years. Measure yourself also in depth. And there the human being becomes immeasurable. And what is more astonishing, a universe full of stars or a single heart that can love them? So he stops here. So he says the size matters and the galaxy is big and we are small, but what happens is we have more depth, and because of the depth the galaxies use us or comes through us, through our eyes, skin, everything is made of the same material. The galaxies then comes through us, a person that loves and then asks or looks itself to himself, looks at itself through us. So the next question I asked is, how is depth calculated? The kind of depth I speak of cannot be measured with a ruler, a scale, or a machine. So listen this, that the only greater thing that we as humans have, that we cannot be the size of the universe, but we have more depth, and that depth matters, which cannot be measured by ruler, scale, or machine. Physical things are measured by size. Depth is measured by capacity. How much truth can you hold without turning away? So how much truth do you want to know about life? That is your depth. How much love can you feel without needing to possess? How much love can you feel without needing to possess? How much uncertainty you can bear without demanding immediate answer? These are all depths. How much uncertainty you can bear without demanding immediate answers? How deeply can you listen? How fully can you be present? A shallow pond may be wide, yet a small well may reach deep into the earth. So it is with humans. Some people accumulate information but never descend into themselves. So this is what I have seen. If you see full of social media, people take pride in talking and talking and talking about everything, but never descend into themselves. Others may know very little, yet possess a depth that makes others feel seen and understood. Again, I want to repeat it. Others may know very little, yet possess a depth that make others feel seen and understood. A few words from them can stay with you for years. The children come to my mind, but also there are people who can do that, and we do that. Everything depends on the capacity you have, the depth you have. Not because of their knowledge, but because of their depth. And there is another way to recognize depth. Depth increases when opposites can coexist within you. And this is so important. The opposites, the masculine, feminine, the yin yang, how much it can coexist inside you is how the depth increases. If you are unbalanced inside, if men hate women and women hate men of any kind, there is an imbalance. Strength and tenderness, these are the two opposites that needs to coexist. Strength and tenderness, knowledge and wonder, joy and grief. We all want joy, but who wants grief? That is an imbalance. We need to have joy and grief to be completely accepted for our depth to increase. Knowing and not knowing. You cannot know everything. There is always more to know. So when you accept that not knowing is also a part of you, and knowing too. The deeper the ocean, the less disturbed it is by the waves on its surface. That does not mean it has no waves. It means there is more beneath them. If you ask me, how is depth calculated? I would say, not by what a person contains, but by what a person can contain. So he says, the depth is calculated not by what is inside you, but what can you contain inside you. Not by how much they know, but by how much reality can they welcome without closing their heart. How much can you take in the reality without closing your heart? And one reason you are so fascinated by mystery is that mystery stretches depth. And if anyone, like I'm asking this question, if anyone wants to know all these answers about the mystery of the universe and the mystery of life and mystery of everything, is because mystery stretches depth. Every time you remain open before something you cannot fully explain, the well becomes a little deeper. And that's where it ends. But it is so important, the last line here. Every time you remain open before something you cannot fully understand or you cannot fully explain, but you are still open, the well becomes a little deeper. And this is what we have against all the vastness of the universe is on one side, and the depth of a human being is on the other. The vastness wants our depth to see how vast it is. It is our depth that makes it all possible. We humans are so important. In the existence doesn't feel anything if humans don't exist to feel. So this is how important we are in the universe. There's so much more to say, but I just wanted to give you this because it is really something that we do not really hear very often, how to love ourselves, who we are. Are we important in the galaxy where we are invisible? Obviously we are, because without us, the galaxy cannot feel.